if I declare my love, right, and declared is defined as to make known formally, officially, or explicitly my love, right, for which is defined as, in this instance, strong affection for another arising out of kinship or personal ties with the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, and the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, then wouldn't my declaration, right, that I've done explicitly, officially, and formally in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, be in accordance with the 13 colonies Declaration for Independence. So that's why now I'm fit to give you the law. This is what I used. These are the amendments that I used to then make the Declaration of Independence part of my love's revolution. Okay, according to the Florida Constitution, Section 2, entitled Basic Rights, all natural persons, female and male alike, are equal before the law and have inalienable rights, among which are the rights to enjoy and defend life and liberty, to pursue happiness, to be rewarded for industry, and to acquire, possess, and protect property, except that the ownership, inheritance, disposition, and possession of real property by aliens ineligible for citizenship may be regulated or prohibited by law. No person shall be deprived of any right because of race, religion, natural origin, or physical disability, right? Then it tells you the history of this law, right? And it tells you that it was adopted in 1974, and it was amended, proposed by Congress, by Constitutional Revision Commission, revision number 9 in 1998, filed with the Secretary of State, May 5th, 1998, adopted in 1998. See, this is what I'm telling y'all. Things happen in our government that we not aware of. You see what I'm saying? And that's why your rights have to be established generation after generation. Because if you don't know what's wrong, then the person who is wrong would then do wronger. And before you know it, you're back a slave. See what I'm saying? So now I'm using my basic rights, right, to defend your basic rights as a citizen of the state of Florida. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm saying I'm using my basic rights to defend every citizen in the United States and its territories from the state of Florida. See, because I am a citizen. See, and it says all natural persons. I am a natural person. See, and then it say female, so that's my wife. See, so when you see the lawsuit in its original form, now they changed it, but the way I wrote it up was in accordance with my wife's basic rights. See, she would never listen to me. So I had to show her so I can then explain to her what I did. See, but if I didn't put it in writing, then how would she be able to see it? You see what I'm saying? So so I took the basic rights and I showed her and our children's children when, where, and why and how I had to defend our basic rights with Section 2 of the Florida Constitution. See, but my friends was looking inside my house you understand me, out of their house. So I'm saying, see, you think your house in order, but if my basic rights in Florida is being denied, how is your basic rights in any state that you reside in is being honored? You see what I'm saying? See, this is what Dr. Martin Luther King was saying: injustice for one is injustice for all. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. See, but if you don't follow in the footsteps of your of your last leader, then what step in your freedom are you in? So see, if we don't listen to what Dr. Martin Luther King left for us to then learn from, how would we then be able to finance the dream that he said in Washington, D.C. when they marched on Washington, that they gave to us and it would return insufficient funds? So now when you see me in the courthouse using the same laws that he said, then he said, we seen these words that it's be known that it's self-evident that all men are created equal. I'm going to show you that's what I use to then give you black children, white children, see, like he said, the opportunity to become human, to sit at the table of brotherhood. See, I'm showing you all that hatred in his generation that they still live in today. See, so if we was in Jerusalem and Dr. Martin Luther King was Jesus, or a Robert Kennedy, if you want to look at it from the white perspective, because that same hatred killed him that killed Dr. Martin Luther King. So see, they had no respect of person. It was about their power over people. So they kill the leaders. See, right here in America, see, that's they assassinate the people's leaders. See, so when Dr. Martin Luther King wouldn't join in to their political charade, they killed him. And then that's when the followers of the civil rights movement became political. It's history. So if the leader of the movement, whether it was Minister Malcolm X or Dr. Martin Luther King, wasn't political, how did the movement become political? And if you look at it, this is why those leaders were saying that we're not strong enough to get into politics because we have nothing to fight for. Like, when you in politics, what do a poor person lobby a politician for? To help pay their rent? To help pay? See, that's to keep you poor. But see, rich people lobby politicians for laws to be passed so they can make more money. See, but poor people, we want a basketball court, or we want a park. What a park? Man, we need commerce. We need businesses. So why not, for that same money that they'll give you and build a park in the hood, well, why they won't give a business in the hood that same money, right, to employ the children's fathers and mothers that'll be playing in that park? See, once you get that money and get that park, then where else is the investment in the kids playing basketball and one day becoming a basketball star? So is that really the government investing in the hood, or is that the NBA investing in the hood through they lobbyists that's going to black politicians saying, put this basketball hood, put this park in this neighborhood so my future employees can learn how to play basketball, right? What other reason would Nike care about the hood? See what I'm saying? What other reason? Because they only sign the best to a contract to wear their logo. The rest of us kill to wear it. Or we work like slaves to wear Nikes, right? But a few select of us get paid to wear Nike so they can then entice the rest of us to buy Nike. Now, I'm not going against Nike. That's business. See, I'm just saying, why did I have to use my basic rights to have that right to do business, not with the child that make it, but with the child that don't? See, all I'm saying is it's only going to be a few children that make it, but it's going to be a lot of them that don't. So why can't I give them the same opportunity that I had to make for myself when I went to the Navy at 18? See, if I didn't go to the Navy at 18, the doors that I walked through wouldn't have been open for me. See what I'm saying? So now, if the devil stole the opportunity that I had to make myself into the person that now has a testimony that I can give to a child that's in a house that's poor, that made me not have the love that my poor house had, but it has all of that foolishness. See, now I'm coming back to that house with that love. See, I'm saying, hey, man, when I lived in this house right here, we had love. But see, President Ronald Reagan, he sold drugs. He exchanged drugs for guns. And you can go look at it. He was on trial for it. This is why your house have no love. But understand, do not self-destruct at the presence of love. Because how can love enter into your home if you don't open the door? You see what I'm saying? So I gotta talk to you because I'm at the door. You understand? And it's here. Because everything in that house, right? The door was open. See, because if it was a closed plane, then hate couldn't get in there. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm telling y'all, like, you should be happy at the sight of failure. Because at the sight of failure is also the way to succeed. Because at any juncture or point in life, it's two events. See, either a man went from something to something, or went from something to nothing. But either way, something can be learned. You see what I'm saying? So it's up to you to take yourself out of your father's failures and see your successes. Because wherever he left you, you was left. You see what I'm saying? So whenever he stopped doing or whatever the prosperity was and whatever he was doing, when the truth come to the light, then the knowledge of what happened becomes apparent. It becomes clear. So now, if now I'm removing all of the clouds, see, all of the confusion, and I'm back to Section 2 of the Florida Constitution. See, what I've learned sustained me so I can go back to it. See, like I'm going back to the projects and I'm saying, hey man, when I was in South Street Projects, we didn't have no money, but we all banded together. Like if we didn't have no sugar, my grandmama would send me down to somebody's house. That lady would give me a cup of sugar. I would give it to my grandmama. And then when we get our food stamps and stuff, for that one cup, my grandmama was send a whole thing of sugar down there. A whole thing for that one cup. And then it'll be like that with us. See, that's how I was able to build my economy. See, when I was raised up in South Street Projects, they was telling us it takes a village. See, we was a village, we wasn't a gang. See, now the dope has turned us into gangs, not villagers. See, let's break it down. Let's break it down. See, a village. Okay? A settlement usually larger than a hamlet and smaller than a town. See, but then, we went from villages to projects. So look, a hamlet. Let's break that down. A small village. So now, but a settlement usually larger than a hamlet. So that means the projects is big. It's not a hamlet. It's a project. So let's break that down. So this is what I'm saying. They changed our understanding by taking us out of and putting us in a new place. So we went from a village to projects. So now, a specific plan or design. See what I'm saying? That's a project. See what I'm saying? So that's why we act to their design. We act like we have nothing because we don't. It's by design. So if you have something in the projects, they know you out of the design. So if you got a Bentley in the projects, they know you selling dope. Because that's not where the Bentley is designed to be. Ferraris, Lamborghinis, when you in the projects, you supposed to catch the bus. You're downtrodden. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't make moves for yourself. Now, your children come out of that house. Ronald Reagan put dope in that house, you understand, and took love out of that house. Now money is more important than love in that house. See what I'm saying? So now my project, right, is my specific plan is to take hate and drugs and lack of opportunity out of my house because I come from the projects. So why wouldn't I see every house in the projects like my house if I'm from the projects? So if I came out of the projects and I see where the devil done entered into my project, why wouldn't I then flood the projects with the love that I know exists? Because I came out of there. But now we going after the devil's subscription. Like Jesus said. He said, give Caesar what's due Caesar, give God what's due God. And now we're giving our children to Caesar. That's why they say our children is state property. But so if you gonna believe in Jesus, then do what he say, man. Save your children from the state, like I'm trying to do. But I'm not mandated by your father. I'm mandated by me as a father. Because why would I leave my children to have to do what I'm doing? As a father, I'm thankful that Satan came after me, the father, and not the wife, not the daughter, not the son. Because if my wife was me, then I would be you. Because I would need her to believe in me like I believe in myself. But she'll be going through what I'm going through. But how could she have faith in me when she going through what she going through? That's why I gave her basic rights. Let's go back. Basic rights. All natural persons. So I let my wife know that in our home, you had rights. You had your own person. I never, because I changed your name, I didn't change your life. See what I'm saying? You lived your life and I lived mine. And I tried to learn your life, but when it came to you learning my life, you couldn't understand that it's the same. It's just that my life was done in a different business. But once I was able to go to your life, I was able to see that my life wasn't so different. It's just that the money wasn't made legal. but the money was made. You understand? So I knew how to make money. I just didn't know how to make it legal. You understand? You see what I'm saying? So by me following my wife's lead in my immaturity with finances, but I was mature in love, but I was ignorant to finances. You see what I'm saying? So I knew how to love. I knew how to bring love into my home because I came from love, but I didn't come from finances. So I knew that my wife came from finances. You see what I'm saying? And I knew she came from love because she loved me. See, but then I saw the pressures of her father, and I saw the pressures of my father, and I was able to be balanced because I understood how to make money, and I understood money didn't make me. See what I'm saying? Now, when you see that you need to make a certain amount of money, then if you don't reach that goal, then your value to yourself is undervalued. You see what I'm saying? But I was always able to meet whatever financial obligations that I had. So I was always working on the love, you see? And love to me was word. See, like your honor, your word. See, because I come from the streets. So a man word was all he had for what my daddy taught me. You understand what I'm saying? So my business is that of the streets. See, but my mentality is that of a tycoon. You see what I'm saying? Right? Let's see. Tycoon. See, because if you don't see yourself as who you fighting, see, a tycoon, a business person of exceptional wealth, power, and influence. So my daddy was a tycoon, right? Like I say, you know, when I was a kid, I watched TV in the car. Most people didn't even have a TV in their house. I used to drive antenna out the window and I'm watching the Flintstones riding down the road. See, so I had seen wealth, but I hadn't seen it acquired properly. So therefore, I did not want money. I wanted prosperity, and that's different. See, prosperity is legal. Money is temporary, right? Because you need so much to make your life be what it is. So say my mortgage was, it went from $355 to $2,026, right? Now, then it went to $5,073, right? So see, I went from $355 to having to make $5,000, and I paid that for a year. I paid $5,000 a month for a year. Now, but the $5,000 a month was the crime. So I paid for the crime so I can then show that I'm a tycoon. See, a business person of exceptional wealth. Now, if you think that wealth is money, then you missing the wealth of knowledge that I possess. See, I have a wealth, let's break down wealth, an abundance of valuable material possessions or resources, see, of knowledge. See, now let's go to knowledge. See, they have a bunch of paper that they have made valuable, but it's paper. But I have knowledge, which what lawyers use to get tycoons out of their legal mess. See, so who is more important, the lawyer or the businessman that need the lawyer? See, so what I did was I defeated the businessman's lawyer, and now I'm showing you what a wise tycoon look like. See, not a monetarily appearance of a tycoon. See, because that's a temporary appearance. You ever seen somebody rich and then they poor? Like, look at them 30 for 30s, right? They show you all of these athletes, all these big contracts, and now then they show you when that legal part come in, that money gone, and then they don't have the legal knowledge. See, they don't have a wealth of knowledge after that, because they didn't spend their money wisely. See, but I didn't have no money to spend. See, I had to build my economy on my wisdom. That's why I have a wealth of knowledge, and they acquire companies. So it doesn't take any knowledge to buy something. It just takes resources, right? So if you got monetary resources, then you can buy whatever you want. But how about it when you buy something, it's toxic? Now you gotta have enough money to pay a lawyer to get you out of that toxic situation. Now, how about now you meeting a tycoon that's got a wealth of knowledge? Now look, for which is defined as the fact or condition of knowing something with familiarity gained through experience or association. See, so now here it is, I made my $1 million through association and experiences. See, I experienced every step in my financial growth. So when the serpent came and he took his money, right, then he took the stumbling block, he took the limits off of me, because now my knowledge is fact, it's legal fact, right? Now, what is the value of his money in court? Now let me show you. Now I went from basic rights. Now I'm finna show you where his money was voided out, right? This is Section 21 of the Florida Constitution. It's called access to the courts. The courts shall be open to every person. See, so I prove by my basic rights that I'm a natural person. And I also prove that I'm an industry called Folk Houses Incorporated, see, in court. Then I use Section 21 to say that the court shall be open to every person for redress. Now, redress, let's look up redress so you'll know what I'm talking about. Redress, the legal definition of redress is defined as relief from distress. Let's look at distress. Distress, seizure and detention of the goods of another as pledged, or to obtain satisfaction of a claim by the sale of the goods seized. See, so now they took my house and they say they sold it. But according to Section 21, I'm in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, citing Section 21 of the Florida Constitution to the judges who took an oath to defend the Florida Constitution. See, so this is what I'm telling you. I stepped back from the fool, and then I started writing up their foolishness, and then I used the law to then protect me and my family business from the business of the fool, the tycoon. See, all of his lobbyists and everything, I charged them as unindicted co-conspirators. And I did it in accordance with Section 21, access to the courts. The court shall be open to every person for redress of any injury and justice, which is what I'm seeking now through these means and all of these testimonies, shall be administered without sale. Right there, that's money out of the way. See, it say without sale, denial, or delay. And I showed the American people and the people of the world that Folk Houses Incorporated was denied of access to the courts so it could spread the love of Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. and Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Counselor Sr. and President of 4 Counselors Incorporated Tommy Chancey Counselor Sr.'s love all over the world. So they have denied me ever since August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning of bringing finances and love to the projects.